Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a super fun one. We are reviewing the new Natasha Denona love story collection. I just talked about this in one of my purchase or past videos that I was so excited to pick this up, and Natasha did kind of an early launch on her website and I was able to snag this. And Natasha has crazy fast shipping, like literally 2 days, so I love ordering from her because I get my order in super quick, and I was so excited to try out these products for you guys today. So let me go ahead and get into the details. Now, unfortunately, this was a pre-launch, so you cannot buy this at this time, but it is coming back on January 28th on Natasha's site as well as Sephora. So you can grab them both at those stores. Now, Natasha does have an exclusive like bundle deal if you want the whole collection. So I do recommend ordering from her site if you guys are wanting to get the bundle deal, but I know her shipping, I don't remember if mine was free. I know it's free over a certain dollar amount, but she does have a really high shipping for $15 since she does do the 2 days. So it kind of just depends what is going to be cheaper. So let me go into the products and prices. So first up we have the Mini Love palette. This is what the packaging looks like. It is so cute. It has the hot pink outside, and I actually do not own the Love palette, so I knew I wanted to pick this up. I love trying out the Natasha mini palettes. And then this is the actual palette. It looks like this. Again, the hot pink interior, and you have the 5 shades. Now, I do believe she said these are supposed to be different colors than that are in the Love palette, so you shouldn't have repeats if you do already have the Love. I think it's just inspired by the original Love. So this little one is for $25, which is what her palettes typically go for, the mini size anyway, and you get 5 shades. And I thought this was so cute, but on the back the shade names are "You Are My True in Love." So adorable. And then we also have in this collection the new Love Cheek Duo, which has the fun confetti packaging. They did this on one of their palettes last year with the Love collection, which I do have it, so I can show you guys that. And then this one comes with a cream blush, which is called Pink Coral, and then the Glow Impact Powder shade, which is Pink and Golden Champagne Duochrome, which it says on here, but I believe these are similar colors that are in this palette, which I will also go over. But for this little duo, you get the blush and highlight. This is going for $42 on its own. And then there's also a lipstick in the collection. So we have one of her I Need a Nude lipsticks, which is one of my favorite lipsticks that is on the market right now, and she did a new shade called AMAROSA, and I do have this on now. It is such a beautiful, it's more cool tone, but it's like a brown beige pink. It is stunning. I am obsessed with it. This lipstick is $25, which I believe is what her lipsticks typically are. Now, I got a really good deal on my stuff because I do have a pro discount on Natasha's website, and I think it's 30% off if you guys are a makeup artist or if you have a cosmetology license, which is what I have. So I do get a discount on her website. You can somehow sign up. There should be details on there about the pro program, but that discount works on most items except the palettes. So I was able to use it on this and also the lipstick, so I got a really good deal on these. I was surprised that these were included because sometimes the new stuff doesn't count, but if you guys are a makeup artist or have your cosmetology license, definitely look into that because you could save a lot of money there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the swatches here. I have swatches of the palette. I am going to be doing some comparisons at the end of this video if you guys want to see if there is any dupes out there, if it's similar to any palettes I have in my own collection. And then here is the swatches of the Cheek Duo. Now I want to see how similar this is in the Daria palette. So I do have this Diamond and Blush palette from them, and I believe the blush is the same. So let me swatch these next to each other. So this is the blush from the Daria palette, and this is the blush from the new Love Story. This one is a little bit more of a drier formula. I have had it a bit more, so it could have dried out a bit, while this one was more creamy, but they are supposed to be the same color. I think I just got a little bit too much there. Let me see if I can blend it out and see what it looks like, but I don't know. The new one looks like it is a little bit darker, but I think that's just because it's new and fresh, very creamy. And then as far as the highlighter goes, this one I don't think is a dupe. This is a new shade. It's like a pink rose gold, really pretty highlighter. But yeah, there's nothing in the Daria palette that is similar. This is the Glow from the Daria palette, and it's more pink. So it's not a dupe. So essentially this is somewhat new, but if you do have this already, you probably don't need this, but I personally like having the smaller size. Like I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one because I don't feel like I need it. I like this a bit more. I'm more into like the compact small size makeup, and a lot of people think it's weird when I say I'm gonna declutter things, but that's just what I do. I like to keep my collection somewhat organized, and I know now that I have this, I'm probably not gonna use this as much, so I would rather give it to a new home. I'm constantly trying to go through my collection, and if I find something I like better, I'm gonna keep that, you know? So I do like the little mini cheek duo better, plus the packaging is so cute. Here it is compared to last year's Love Glow. This one's more lighter, this one's darker, but they do have some of that confetti again. Now let's see if these are similar. Nope, these are different. So I'm definitely gonna keep both of these as well because the shades are completely different here in different formulas. As far as the lipstick goes, that's a totally new shade to the Natasha Denona line. I'll go ahead and swatch it on my hand as well so you guys could see the color, but this color is absolutely beautiful. It's gonna be one of my new everyday shades. So now that we've kind of talked about the details, swatches, all of that, I'm gonna do 2 looks for you guys, including this one. I'm gonna do something more light, daytime, and then this one is more glam, evening with the lashes. So let's get into the looks. Okay, so for our first look, I wanna go a little bit more natural. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this matte color into the crease. This is called R. So it goes, "You are my true love." Super cute. So we're going with R in the crease. Now the shade has quite a bit of pigment to it. It looks very mauve rose onto the eyes. Sometimes these type of shades are like so light when you apply, so it's nice that this one does have pigment that we can build it up, so then more skin tones are able to use this color. I'm also going to take that a little bit in the outer corner as well. So this is just going to be a very fast, simple look for this one. So I'm just going to put that in the outer corner and blend everything together. So then this shade is just kind of blown out all over the eye. Next, with a wet brush, I'm just going to go in with this shimmer. I believe this one is True, unless I'm reading these totally backwards, which is possible. I always do that, it seems like. And this is just going to go in the inner portion and in the middle, just to add some shine to the eyes. I will say this color, it's not as bright as I was expecting. So let me go ahead and add it with my finger just to really pop that and get the more champagne. Yeah, that helps. I love doing just a bright champagne on the lid. I feel like it just opens everything up. It's very pretty. I'm gonna take that same rose tone and put that on my lower lash line as well. And with that same shimmer, I'm gonna take that on my pinky and pop it in the inner corner for the extra brightness. So that is the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and finish like my concealer and mascara, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try out the cheek duo. All right, so here's what we ended up going with. I'm gonna link my bronzer, mascara, my foundation down below if you're curious about anything I have on, but let's try out this adorable little cheek duo. How pretty. I'm just obsessed with the confetti packaging that moves around. I am a packaging sucker, so I think this is the cutest ever. And then here is the inside. It is so gorgeous. I cannot wait to put this on. So let's go ahead and try it. I am going to use a duo fiber brush for the cream blush here. So this is just my Sigma duo fiber F15, and apply it right to the apples of my cheeks. Let me go ahead and move my hair back here. And it's pretty pigmented, like it's very coral looking, but I love a lot of blush, so that's kind of how it looks. I think it looks really gorgeous. I didn't really have to dip in too much. I got full color payoff right away and it blends easily. So let's see how it feels. I want to see if it dries down. There's a little bit of, just a teeny bit of stickiness left over, so it dries down for the most part, but I usually set with powder because I'm oily. If you guys are dry, you could totally leave it like this. I'm gonna set my whole cheeks with powder, and then I'll do my highlight last. And then for the highlight, let's see, I'm gonna use my Moda Pro brush. This is the Glow brush from Moda. And we'll dip into that highlight. This one has almost this gold finish over the pink. It looks so pretty. And the heart embossment, I cannot. So I'm just packing that on the brush, and then we'll apply this to the high points. Really beautiful color. It is more golden looking, but it kind of shifts into like a pink gold when you move your head around. And adding some extra highlight to the face, but it's a beautiful highlighter. I don't think it's one that's like bam in your face type of highlight, like super pigmented. I like it. I would say it's in between a natural and a beaming highlight. It's just a good medium, which I prefer. And I really do like Natasha's highlight formulas. This would be comparable to her original highlight, I would say, formula wise. She has her super highlights as well. I think it's called Super Glow. Those are really intense, but this one I would say is definitely in between, more like her natural highlight, which is one of my favorites. I'm just adding a bit more blush there. But yeah, I think that looks really beautiful. The cheek duo is definitely a win, but I believe these are repeat shades. I'll go into that a little bit. Maybe, I don't know if it's gonna be in the beginning or the end. And then let's try out the lip color. So we have her I Need a Nude lipstick. This is a new shade in Amarosa. So I had to pick this up in the collection as well. I love this formula from her. I have quite a few from the line. And this one has the beautiful hot pink packaging. So cool. Her usual packaging is white. And this looks almost like a brownie nude, almost beige. I think it was described as a beige rose. So we're just gonna apply this straight to the lips without lip liner or anything, because I don't really feel like taking the extra effort today. So you could see the color. Oh my god. Yes, I love this color. I really love cool tone pinks that aren't like too light. And this is perfect. I was worried it would be a bit too dark, but this is like the best everyday type of shade. And I think you could totally wear this with warm tone looks and cool tone looks. Like, it kind of is the best of both worlds. Wow. Love this color. This might be my new favorite color in her lipstick line. This is the first look, just a soft everyday look. I am going to try and keep my blush and stuff on since we don't really need to try that again, and I'm going to try and just to wipe my eye makeup off so we can do the more dramatic eye look. So let's go back in for look number 2. I'm going to go back in to this color again, the mauve, into the crease. All right, now we'll use the dark purple in the palette called I believe. And I'm going to put this on a little bit more dense brush and use this in the outer corner. I might do a halo eye with this one, so I'll do it in the inner portion as well. Why not? So I'm just kind of tapping it in place lightly. And then we'll blend. So with the halo eye, it usually just means you're gonna have your matte shades on the outer parts, and then the inner part is gonna be a shimmer. And I really love how it looks. They look like you tried really hard on your makeup. These shades blend really nice. This purple is great. Sometimes these shades are really hard to formulate, especially a dark purple like this, but it's blending out really beautifully. So I don't think she skimped on the quality with these little ones. I know in the past, they used to not be so great, but I think she's definitely improved. I'm just wetting this brush here, a flat shader brush from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. This is the JH41. And actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this color, this red, right in the center. So we're gonna put this in the center. Oh, this is actually a lot more peachy, like peachy coral on the eyes. Then I'm going to take this glittery one. I'm taking this on my finger, and I'm going to put this as a top layer over that. just for some extra sparkle. I think these two are gonna work so beautifully together to put this one down as a base, and then this glitter over top. You could totally use them by themselves as well. And then I am just going to blend the outer edges. I did add just a little bit more product to my brush, like the teeniest bit. I'm just going back and forth to make sure there's no harsh lines. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to go first in with the mauve, and then we're going to do the dark purple on the lower lash lines, just to kind of make sure it's all blended. Alright, so that's basically how we are looking. I am going to go ahead and clean up with concealer, touch up the rest of my makeup that may have gotten a little bit weird, like my highlight, and I'm going to add lashes, and I'll be right back. So this is the finished eyes. Let me give you guys my final thoughts on everything. So I'm going to start with if I have any dupes for this palette, because it does seem like it is kind of a dupeable color story. Okay, so first I want to show you guys these two together. I don't think this is going to be a dupe because there is some differences. So I don't think I'm going to swatch this one, but it's the Marc Jacobs Terrific palette compared to this one. I don't think they're going to be similar just because this one doesn't really have that mauve tone that the Natasha Love has, and the purple isn't as deep. It's more of a brown red. So I don't feel like these are going to be dupes. Now, a palette that I actually did find some very similar colors is actually the Huda Beauty Retrograde palette, which is kind of interesting. You wouldn't really expect it, but it does have some of the same tones. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch the similar colors. So these are those two next to each other. This is Natasha, this one is Huda. I feel like there is 3 dupe shades in this one. The bottom one I would not say is a dupe. So it doesn't have the light pearl or this like mid-tone reddish coral sparkle, but it does have 3 similar shades. Now I do have the Leah Natasha Denona palette, so I wanted to swatch these two next to each other because I think there is some similarities here. Swatching Leah, it's actually a lot different. This is Leah here. I swatched pretty much all the shades that I thought looked similar, but really, there isn't really any dupes besides the pearlescent shade in the palettes. And then the plum is kind of similar, the dark plum, but it's more of a shimmer, while in the Love, it's a matte. So I didn't think that this was really a dupe. I did want to try out the Huda Naughty palette against this one. I feel like these could have some similar tones. I feel like the original Huda Beauty Nudes could also be a little bit similar, but I no longer have that in my collection. Okay, here they are swatched next to each other. This is Huda, this is Natasha. Definitely some major similarities there. I feel like this one is really close. Both Huda palettes seem to be the closest to duping this, but the light pearlescent shades are different. The Huda is a little bit more golden, while the Natasha is a little bit more like pinky champagne. And then the top shade that I swatched, that one is a little bit darker in the Huda, and also the mauve is lighter in the Huda, but they are close. So as you can see, there wasn't really a lot of dupes, surprisingly, in my collection. I do feel like the quality is really good on this one. I enjoyed it. With these palettes, there's really not a whole lot of different looks you can do, but for me, it's very simple and easy. I kind of know what I'm going to do, and most of the time, I'm probably just going to do crease, outer corner, and then pick one of the shimmers all over the lid, which is what I typically do. I'm very boring like that, but I feel like it's pretty easy to choose something, but you're not going to come up with like, I don't know, it's probably going to be hard to do like 10 different looks with this, but that's pretty typical with a small palette. I'm pleased with it. Absolutely loved the blush duo as well. I think this is stunning. I love the highlight in here, and the blush was a very nice formula. I use a lot of cream blushes, so I'm very familiar with different cream formulas, and this one was a great one. And then the highlighter was kind of a nice, not too bright of a highlight, just in between, very natural. Really enjoyed that, and you guys know I love the lipstick color. I think this color is stunning. So I really enjoyed everything in the collection. I don't have many bad things to say about it. I thought it was a great collection from her, and I'm pleased with all the products. These seem like they're going to be like staples in my makeup collection, stuff that I'm going to reach for a ton. So I'm curious to see your thoughts. Hopefully I helped you guys in coming up with some different looks if you guys have your stuff on the way. But again, this is going to be out on the 28th again, so I will update the links if it is available, and I will put it on my stories when it is available again if you guys are wanting to get it on Sephora or Natasha. But I really enjoyed everything in this collection, so that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.